We all know that the classic pizza delivery guy porn scenario is unrealistic, and that one very bad pickup line doesn't ever immediately lead to hours of hot sex. Still, porn is a contributor to sexual education, and there are parts of it that are too often mistakes for reality. The problem with that is obvious. Anybody who would get their sexual information from pornography alone would be highly misled, says Neil Melamuth, professor of communication and psychology at UCLA. To avoid being counted among the porn-educated, here is some clarity about its most common deceptions and exaggerations. Climaxing together. In theory, the desire to orgasm at the same time as your partner has a certain happiness to it. The primary problem is that coordination is very much complex than it appears in porn. There are some sex toys and techniques that you can use to attempt this feat. But that brings us to the other problem. If you are spending all your time and energy trying to climax together, you probably aren't enjoying yourselves and each other as much as you should be. Female ejaculation, squirting and gushing, women releasing a significant amount of fluid during sexual activity, are popular tricks of women in porn and are often presented as female ejaculation. Tests of the fluid produced have shown these are not the same thing. Female ejaculated fluid is chemically similar to male semen. The fluid produced by squirting, on the other hand, is likely watered-down urine. While women can learn to squirt, sex researcher Beverly Whipple doubts women can train themselves to ejaculate. Every position is ecstasy. Melamuth extensively researched porn consumption, often beyond the United States, and discovered that viewers draw inspiration from what they watch. It certainly has made them want to try to copy certain acts, to try that thing that they haven't done before, he says. Using adult content to explore your sexual boundaries is reasonable and possibly healthy, but it's crucial to remember that the majority of these films feature actors who are paid to amplify the enjoyment of every moment. Keep this in mind and avoid setting yourself up for disappointment when trying new things in the bedroom or expecting your partner to match the enthusiasm portrayed by the actors. Submissive women dominating men. Pornography is generally created with a male audience in mind, often portraying women in submissive or highly sexually permissive roles. However, this doesn't reflect the reality of most sexual relationships. Concerns arise from the perception that the dominance of men over women in adult content might influence viewers to engage in violent sexual acts. Neil Melamuth's research delves into this issue. For most men, it doesn't have the impact, he states, but for those already at risk, particularly the more extreme or the more violent, can add fuel to the fire. Big breasts, bigger penises. You are aware that in adult content, men's penises and women's breasts often appear larger. Women typically have perky, large breasts on slim bodies, a less common combination in reality. The portrayal of vaginas in adult content adheres to a narrow aesthetic. Men may notice a significant difference between porn and average penis size. The average flexed length is 3.6 inches and the erect length is 5.16 inches. Factors like weight or grooming can affect perception, but it's notable that actors are seldom overweight or unmanscaped. Men that last forever. This could be one of the most harmful inaccuracies that adult content presents to men. You won't find a scene where a guy faces erectile dysfunction and the couple decides to watch a movie and try again later. Adult content portrays men who control the duration of intimacy perfectly, thanks to editing. In reality, most men climax after 1 to 10 minutes of vaginal intercourse. Additionally, most men need at least 30 minutes before they can get an erection again, and for some, this might take hours. Lots of anal sex. The anus is not just a tighter version of the vagina, minus the pregnancy risk. Its tissue is thin and can tear easily. Unlike the vagina, the anus lacks natural lubrication, so using plenty of lube is essential. Not the most glamorous topic for film. Many individuals prep for anal sex by having their partner stretch their anus, a practice often seen in porn between takes. Achieving the necessary relaxation for a positive experience usually takes time for most people. Sex without strings. Even when adult content attempts to create a storyline, it usually remains peripheral at best. According to Malamud, adult content by its nature presents sex devoid of context. The emphasis on sexual acts and less than stellar acting often neglects emotional depth, the risk of diseases, and the intricacies of real relationships in favor of more sensational content. While there is nothing inherently wrong with focusing on sex in adult content, it can lead viewers to misconstrue the complexities that exist in real-life intimate experiences. They look like pinups. As in the entertainment industry in general, makeup is used heavily in the porn industry. These films do use actors who look a certain way, but they also pile on the foundation and eyeliner to turn them into fantasies. One makeup artist who worked in the industry used her Instagram to show examples of the transformations she's done for porn actors and other clients. They are so incredible that she reported to a magazine that her Instagram reveals got her blacklisted by the porn industry. Everyone looks the same. While a wide variety of adult content is available, Neil Malamud notes that it doesn't accurately represent a random sample of the population. Women often portrayed are young, thin, and buxom, and men, while showing a bit more variety, are usually fit and wide. Unless you actively seek it out, you may not come across many mixed-race couples, older actors, or individuals who don't fit a limited ideal of physical attractiveness. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you like this content and subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time, take care.